Hello, everyone. So, this is the last list of list season, and this is, as the title suggests, the best TV shows or the seasons of TV that I watched in 2025. So, the way I do this one is shows technically if they had their premiere in 2024, but they finished up in 2025, they could be included in this list. So things like Fallout, that's again to have premiered this year, but it's not going to end until 2026. I have not included within this list because it's not finished yet. But I was able to watch 40 seasons of television this year. And yeah, these are going to be the 10 most that I love the most. And I do have a couple honorable mentions that I want to get into before I get into the top 10. These are shows that just very narrowly missed out being in the top 10. I still love them and still want to shout them out. So those are going to be Castlevania Nocturne Season 2, Mobland, and Peacemaker Season 2. So yeah, Castlevania Nocturne I found was just a very, very, in every single way, an improvement over the first season. I love the new characters they introduced. I thought the animation, the fights, all of that were absolutely stellar. It was really fun to watch. And the first season, again, it was a lot of exposition, making certain that things are set up, and this was a big payoff for it. So I'm very excited for a third season for whenever that comes out. Mobland, again, too incredibly acted, very goofy yet scary and funny and brutal at times, as any kind of mob or mafia show should be. But it was very, very well done, set up good. Maybe more seasons coming, but this was a very, very good season of television that I very much enjoyed watching. And then Peacemaker season 2, again, too, I thought was a really good way to bring everything into this new DC universe that James Gunn is making. I thought again to it fleshed out the characters very, very well. We got to learn and see a lot more about the side characters. I found the story went to places that it very much needed to, and it did a very good job, as controversial as I guess things could be. I don't know why they ever would be, but really, really well done. And again, too, a really good first entry to the DC universe. And I thought, again, too, it did a really good job setting up ideas for not only future seasons of Peacemaker, but future movies, future other shows that are going to be within this new DC universe. But yes, with all that out of the way now, let's get into the top 10. And at number 10, I have Splinter Cell Death Watch. So I didn't play all the games. I do really like Splinter Cell, the ones that I have played. Very, very good. And so was this show. It's again to see Sam Fisher at a kind of older stage of his life, basically like hoping that he is retired sort of thing, but gets brought back into the life. And I found it was just a really, really good mystery that he has to solve. Again, too, the stakes are very, very high. The scope is very, very large. And yeah, just really, really well done. I hope that they do make more seasons of it because this, the animation quality was really good. The voice acting was great. Just everything it needed to be. It was awesome. At number 9, I have Marvel Zombies. So this show was crazy and went a lot more brutal and a lot more hard than I thought it was going to. It's in the What If animation style. So if you watch that series on Disney Plus, that's kind of what you're gonna get out of the animation quality. But I found it was a lot smoother and just a lot nicer than again to a lot of What If episodes were. And this does have a pretty brutal ending, so keep in mind that if you go into this. But really, really well done. I found again to the heroes that I kept around, they did a really good job with. It's brutal, it's bloody, it's gory, it's disgusting, but it's also very awesome. There's good character arcs within it. They again to the scope of the show is absolutely massive and wild too. The stakes are very, very high, and yeah, it can be scary and brutal in a lot of ways. Which, of course, if you have a zombie Captain America or someone like that coming at you, it's pretty terrifying. So I thought they did a really good job with this show. At number 8, I have Pluribus. So this was great. Again, so lots of exposition was in this first season. The first episode is really, really scary, very, very well done, and yeah, it's they've really set this show up to be something special, I think, in the years coming forward, and something that I think people need to realize a little bit, that Vince Gilligan is a very slow burn payoff type of guy. So there's a lot more the show needs to do, but I thought it was very, very good setup for future seasons. Really good characters. Again, too, you really have to look past just what you would do in a situation like this. It's horrifying, and again, too, I don't know if most people would be able to cope what's going on. But the show goes to a lot of places that I'm glad it did, and I'm glad it did early. There's lots of hidden things that I think still need to be revealed within coming seasons. I've heard that they want to make about four, which I think sounds about right, but it is, yeah, again, too very slow paced. But I found a lot of that slow pace is going to really pay off in the future. At number seven, I have season two of Solo Leveling. So just like Castlevania, the animation quality is fantastic and the fights are great. And same thing, it just really built upon and improved upon the first season in so many ways. I found with the first season, it felt like I was watching the same episode kind of over and over again every other week. Not the case at all with this. They really built on a lot of the storylines and a lot of the characters and just made for a fantastic arc or a fantastic season. And I cannot wait to see what they have come up next. But yeah, they've really done a good job with a lot of the characters and just this amazing world. At number six, I have Daredevil Born Again. That was great to see Charlie Cox back in the suit and again to have all these characters come back into the fray as well, like Kingpin, making it a lot more street level was a really, really good choice as well. Yeah, just very, very big stakes within the season, and they really set it up to again to be something very, very large within the second season when that comes out. I believe they're aiming for a March April release on Disney Plus for season two of this. But yeah, a lot of characters are going to be brought in. I heard they went back to the drawing board, but I do think that everything that they did was really, really good and probably for the best. Having Punisher come back in, his arc was great. They made Wilson Fisk again to brutal, again to keeping the R rated of this show. The R rating of this show was a very, very good choice, and it's just what makes it so unique and special within the MCU. So yeah, I'm very excited for future seasons because this was a very, very good start to a new age of Daredevil. At number five, I have season two of Andor. I really like this season. I watched it twice, and the second viewing just really made me realize how special and how amazing this season was, or just even to how special Andor is as a whole. This is definitely a more slow burn of a season than the first season was. And yeah, again, too, the payoffs are great. It's just very emotional and very touching and compelling in so many ways. So I do Andor has been the best Star Wars has been in a long, long time, and even though it's over now with this final season, it really solidifies itself as one of the most special and one of the best written Star Wars medias ever. And number four, I have the studio. So being a movie lover as much as I am, this show was hilarious. The best way I can really describe it is this is like The Bear, but if someone was instead of a restaurant that they're running, they are running a Hollywood movie studio. So I get to a lot of the satire that comes out of this is absolutely hilarious. But again, too, a lot of the film knowledge that they have and just the kind of mindsets of people who love movies. So when it comes out, it's really, really funny. Kind of again to very satirical, but getting a back seats of what Hollywood is actually like, what these studios are actually like. It was really, really fun to watch. And again, too, I just found the character arcs were really good. So, yeah, I just had a blast watching this show, and I highly recommend it to anyone. And number three, I have Adolescence. So yeah, this show took the world by storm when it came out, since it just has some really, really great messaging within it. Of course, some really brilliance acting, and the direction is really, really cool too. I am a sucker for one shots, and of course each episode of this is filmed to look like it was done in one take. I don't remember if it actually was. I can't imagine that it was because it's these episodes are long, but yeah, no, it is a very, very great message, and it is greatly told. And number two, I have season three of Invincible. So this show is just like the comic book was. It's really shaping up to be something truly unique and special within superhero media. There is great character arcs, great fights, great animation within this season, and it is yeah, it's truly special and fantastic. They keep bringing in really, really good voice talent as well within the show, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and better and better and bolder and bolder. Everything that a new season of TV really needs to. And yeah, it's we're just barely scraping the surface now of what Invincible has to offer. And yeah, the animation quality, everything like that just keeps getting great, keeps getting better as Yeah, it should. It's a fantastic season. All right. And at number one, it is It Welcome to Derry. I was pretty excited for this show, but it blew all my expectations out of the water. It does such a good job bringing in a lot of the history and the lore that the movies just weren't able to do. But I do feel like it improved upon the movies, like on a TV show budget and everything like that. This show is brutal and it does not hold back at all. It's just fantastic. You have amazing performances by everyone really who was in this, but truly from Bill Skarsgård, the way that he is able to bring Pennywise into the light and have him be so terrifying yet goofy at the same time is really impressive. But yeah, no, the show does such a good job bringing in again to all that lore that could have been missed within the movies. That's again to just the connections too that it has to the larger Stephen King universe through Dark Tower, things like that. That's things they can explore, and just the season finale as well. Just what they do with Pennywise and his character, and just the explanation of what it is fantastic. It really opens up future seasons to so much potential and so much they can do. So I'm really excited for future seasons of this going forward. And like I said, it just blew all my expectations out of the water. And that is why it is my number one, really by a long shot. All right. So in the comments down below, let me know what I missed out on or what your favorite shows were of the year. I know I missed out on some good ones. The most notable one that I can think of is Task. I was able to watch the first few episodes and then just for whatever reason it slipped away from me. So I do plan to watch that because I've heard it's absolutely incredible. But yes, in the comments down below, let me know what your favorites, just favorite TV show seasons of the year were. Of course, if you'd like what you see here, like, subscribe, comment, and let it ring around so you know when I upload new videos. Probably won't be for a little while, unfortunately, just because this is the end of list season. And yeah, I do hope that I can make some more videos and do more things on the channel this year. But yeah, I love doing these lists, and I very much enjoyed doing all these ones for 2025 and 2026 anticipated ones. So yeah, until next I see you guys, just thank you for tuning in.